Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map which has actually genuinely impressed me. Now, not that I think it's going to score very high with you guys, because it doesn't tick many of those checkboxes that you guys look out for. But you know me, you know how I like a well-worked, intricate river system. What we have today is a well-worked, specifically intricate river system that is bordering on as good as it's going to get. So there we are. Now, it's a creator we've done twice in the past, episode 671 and 1305, where they got 11 stars and 10 stars, and today's map is somewhere in and around that kind of level. It's not going to blow you away, but it really genuinely did impress me. Now, you can impress me by winning at BonBonBingo. The link is in the description. Check off the memes as you go, and you can doubly impress me if you can, without asking, know what to do when the daily reminder pops up. That's right, knowing what to do when the daily reminder pops up is a very good way of supporting the channel, getting me seen by more people and help me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for that ongoing support. Today's map is Delena Wetlands by Shilka. Okay, Shilka, you caught me attention. Okay, the thumbnail there doesn't match the theme here, but we'll talk about that as we go. We have a start square, which has got probably the most buildable space there is available on the map. Then terrain heights, as you can tell, we have lots of valleys and lots of rugged land around the outside and lots of water in those valleys. Under the water we have lots of fertile land. I guess there might be a bit of draining in order and a hint of oil. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, head out to the bay. Don't want to beach those fishing ships now, do we? But there you go. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, apparently it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. Apart from I don't remember seeing any mass transit roads, but maybe there are. We'll be using a couple of the lodgepole pine shrubs, and the low poly Douglas fir pack are the two required items there. It does say, if you read through the description, that it has been very much made for a detailer build in mind. So we'll be thinking along the lines of all of those glorious YouTuber maps that feel unfinished. This feels more finished than some of those YouTuber maps, I'm going to tell you that. But it also does feel that there's a lot of work that can be done to improve it, and therefore these are jobs for us to do as a city builder, and I guess that's part of the game anyway. We'll be using the Vanilla Boreal theme and a realistic 1.2 LUTs. Now, you would have seen the screenshots, and the screenshots very clearly show that there is a custom theme in use. And, well, yes, there is, and it does very clearly say in the description that we should choose the theme that works best for us. The problem that I have with that in this particular show, not in the gameplay, but in this particular show, it means that I am them choosing the aesthetic for you to decide upon. And that isn't how I want the show to work. I want the show to work to be the creator saying, this is my map and how it's supposed to look. So what I've decided to do was roll with the map theme that auto loads with the map. And the map theme that auto loaded with the map was the Vanilla Boreal theme. What I will do, however, as it does very clearly say in the description that we should choose the best theme to go with it, in the second half of the show we'll have a look at a few random theme mixes from afar just to get an idea, but I won't be searching for the best look. I'll just be looking at a few very quick looks, and that is part of the problem for me. Part of the problem with leaving it to us is there are so many themes. It very clearly says, actually, again in the description, that Shilka spent a whole day trying to get the aesthetics right for their map. Well, brilliant. I'm glad your aesthetics looked amazing. And I find sharing those settings would have taken a little bit of time. But do you know what? I would have appreciated it. I think this map looks glorious in your screenshots. By the way, we're at the start square here. I've gone really slowly along the network. There are networks and the rail as well. We're following the rail. The rail actually goes all the way across the map. And the networks, we have similar networks to what we've seen there coming in from the edge of the map, which we'll be seeing very briefly in the second half of the show. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen this map with your settings. So it's a shame you didn't share them. But again, you very clearly said choose the settings that we want the best. So we'll have a quick glance at a few different theme variants in the second half of the show. Anyway, we're heading off towards the edge of the map now already. So what we'll do is we'll take an intermission and then we'll come back and I'll show you some of the interesting bits around the map and how the map could look a little bit more glorious with a different theme.
Are your soggy little Sims constantly getting even more soggy? Are you continuously drowning your trees and soaking your city? Then you need BonBonB's flood management tutorial. Click the information button now.
And back to Dolina Wetlands by Shilka. Shipping routes. Very slick, straight, clean shipping routes with shipping triangles where we need shipping triangles. This is very nice work. I'm going to say that. Very nice work. And also the networking of the highways. I don't know if you really noticed that as we were doing the flyover, but they were very slick as well. And the rail, also very slick. There's a huge amount of slickness going on. Okay. We've got plenty of water in the start square. Whether you can make this work using vanilla settings is pumping and drawing is debatable. I've not tested it. Let you make up your own mind. But I certainly feel if you're doing the detailers build, you're using custom assets and therefore you'll find plenty of alternative systems. Right, so all told, a very intricate river system. You cannot argue with that. And very nicely well done. There's no dry patches anywhere on it and it is flowing fairly smoothly. One or two minor problems. Again, that is covered very much in the description. Anyway, these are the outside connections with the highways. That's the second one. And the third one's all the way up the top here. I've already shown you most of the rail route there as well. If you wanted to go back and watch from the intermission to when we jumped across this part of the map, that was the rest of the rail. So that's your networks. It should work for whichever way you want to attack the map. I would feel it's for me. It's a playable map. It's an exciting playable map. Well, depending on how you feel about building across lots of little dotted islands, how much you can reclaim from these islands without causing too much flooding downstream. It's an intricate, technical nightmare map, and I love that. For me, when I get to the stars at the end of the show, I would put an extra 3/4 of a star, maybe a full star on what I'm actually going to give this map for the overall score. But there you go, that's your big buildable space there, and a little bit more, a little bit further downstream. But yeah, for me, I'm going to rate this map slightly lower. Hang on, down here, there you go. Let's talk about a few of the bits. First of all, haven't got too many drowned trees on the map. That's probably the worst case of drowned trees on the map. The essential lighthouse, and yeah, I've got nothing really to moan about with that. That is okay. We are using these tree clusters. The problem with the tree clusters is you get the cluster and then you get a nothing and then you get a cluster and then you get a nothing. And so in terms of tree painting, while we haven't got many drowned trees, the quality of the detail in the tree painting is just a little bit, slightly drowned tree there, but kind of expected on a wetland map. Yeah, the quality of the tree painting is okay. It's fine. We've got a little bit of water flow issue, again, covered in the description. This is down by the start square. Occasionally, you'll get a little bit of flooding, like on this island here. You can see a little ridge of water coming up across it now. Very little you can do about that, and occasionally you're going to get a few dry spots, like on this little, that's feeding through there. But on the right-hand side now, you can see a little dry edge. There we go. Yeah, for me, it's not bad. It's bordering on as good as you're going to get. Bordering on. Oh, I've seen the National Road. Yes, we do need mass transit for this one. I take it I've just seen the National Road. Well done, Shilka. Well done for including that. Fantastic. Okay, now let's talk about themes, because I know you want to see this map with different themes. Using Theme Mixer 2 here. A few of the theme mixes, rather than the themes themselves, theme mixes. Let's load a few of these up. Now, it's tucked underneath the logo a bit, so let's have a look. Randomly, Entraideur. Entraideur looks like this. And then, rolling down again, randomly again, how about Path of Utopia 2? Looks like that. And what's at the very bottom? Who's at the bottom? Woolamai Theme Mix. Looks like that. And I know a few of you are going to want to see it with Bonbon Island, so let's do it with Bonbon Island. Ah, yes. I'm like a proud daddy with Bonbon Island. I think it works quite well, the richness of the colour on the wetland map there. So, yeah, we'll roll with this for a few moments while we head back to the start square and we'll have a look at the asset pack of the day. Now, I know a few of you are going to be expecting me to do this as the asset pack of the day, and well, of course I'm going to. Because, well, it's quirky and it definitely fits with the meme. The meme being quirky on Saturdays. It's the Animal A Prop Pack 31 pieces by SvenBerlin. And what better factoid to do than one about Noah, or specifically Noahidism. Nowadays is primarily used to refer specifically to those righteous Gentiles who observed the 7 laws of Noah. Noahide communities have spread and developed primarily in the United States, the United Kingdom, Latin America, Nigeria, and Russia. However, according to a Noahide source in 2018, the country with the greatest number is the Philippines. So there we go. Plenty of Noahides in the Philippines. Fantastic. Yeah, it was factoids because factoids. Back to the asset pack. Now, there are 31 pieces in the asset pack. I've included, I think, 32 here. Admittedly, it's because I've put them out 2 by 2. And actually, there are as many, again, different animals to play with. I got bored, so we'll settle for that. Oh, look, it's my ex-missus. Oh, dear. Oops. Animal Prop Pack 31 pieces by SvenBerlin, the asset of the day. Personally, I'm looking for a flamingo. That's a long-legged bird. Back to the vote. What do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right-hand corner of your screen, or the link in the description. It will take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple, or a Patreon account. But before we do the voting, at my end, I think we need to look at this with the original Boreal theme, because it's kind of unfair otherwise. So there you go, through the magic of editing. Right, so what do I think? I know it's dark, but this is my usual light settings as well. These are the light settings I use for every map review. Aesthetically, I like the design, I like the way it's been put together. I feel that I've got to rate it, though, given the theme and luck combo that we roll with, and it lacks a bit. I'm going to go 3 stars because I think the overall design is definitely strong enough for 3 stars, but I've got to go low because of we haven't got us. Give us the theme and luck and everything that you use, my friend. Detailing, okay, good standards of networking. Tree placement is okay. Beyond that, not too much to talk about. Slightly above middle 3. Slightly. Gameplay potential, I'm going to go down the middle on 3 stars for this one. I think it's playable. It's not going to suit everybody. Delena Wetlands by Shilka. It's not going to suit everybody. Personally, if this was me, just for me, I would go middle 4. For me. But I know what this bunch are like. I know what they're like. I know that the viewers' choice ratings are not going to be high for your map. I disagree with them. I think your map deserves probably 10% more than they're going to give you. Maybe 15. We shall see. I'll probably get proved wrong. My skill levels at predicting their levels are kind of mixed. Anyway, what do you think of being in the 20 and out elites? Prove you're part of that by using the word of the day into the comments, and come back tomorrow for the chart show where we'll check out some more quirky assets probably.